I'm Nedda Moqtaderi, and I manage the Gore Archives collection. It's this way. I knew somebody who was working here and helping to set up the archive, and I was not working at the time because I had a baby and I was home with her, and this friend called me up and said, "Hey, do you want a part-time job?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so." No. And then, she kind of explained more about it, and something I could get in at the ground level helping to form the archive, because when I started, the space was here, but none of this stuff was collected yet. So that's how I came here. So this is a 1977 Marmot down sweater, the very first Gore-Tex fabrics down jacket that was available on the market. These are the seams here. They are sealed with a material that Gore made called Hiemstra. And so customers had to seal them themselves because the material was waterproof, but the seams created a place where water could potentially come through the needle holes, which you can still see on the outside of this jacket. Before Gore discovered or developed seam sealing, everything was sealed with Hiemstra. This is a jacket from the 1990 Mount Everest Earth Day climb. It was an international peace climb that brought together the United States, the Soviet Union, and China. Gore-Tex Fabrics partnered with LL Bean to create the gear for that expedition, and this is the jacket from that. It marked the 20th anniversary of Earth Day.
There is something very interesting about the pockets here. Actually, we had a designer here looking at these. They love these pockets.
This is an expedition suit from the 1990 Trans-Antarctic expedition, which was an expedition across Antarctica led by a team of 6 international explorers. And the goal of that expedition was to bring attention to Antarctica and specifically to the impacts of climate change. Will Steger, who wore this suit, was the leader of that expedition, and Gore-Tex Fabrics sponsored the expedition. This was the launch of our Guaranteed to Keep You Dry promise. We partnered with the North Face to create all of the expedition gear, like these suits, other sorts of gear that the explorers wore. So the 6 countries that were involved in this expedition were the US, China, the Soviet Union, the United Kingdom, Japan, and France. This is a rain jacket from 1977 made by Early Winters. The great thing about this jacket is this is one of the earliest pieces of Gore-Tex fabric outerwear. Early Winters was Gore's first customer. They were a small kind of cottage industry for outdoor gear based in Seattle, and they really took a chance on Gore because they were willing to buy the material and give it a try. They manufactured the first consumer Gore-Tex Fabrics product, which was the Light Dimension tent. I love the Early Winters branding on the buttons, the snaps. I love that we have the catalog for this jacket. I like when we can combine the documents and original ads and catalogs with the actual garments that were sold in them. I just think that's a really cool way to be able to bring the full story together. This is a 1999 Mountain Hardwear Packlight Jacket. This is one of the earliest Packlight jackets. Packlight is a fabric that allows for an extreme lightweight and also enhanced durability. These are raised dots on the surface here, so there's actually a texture to it. But this is what allowed it to be more durable and helped protect against abrasion. It's been amazing to learn more about all of these different materials and technologies and innovations and be able to be the person who takes care of them. I feel really lucky to be able to have this job. Take care of this collection.